Have you been dating a guy for a while, getting to know someone for months now, and you're wondering, how do we get to the next level? Why aren't we on the next level? Why aren't we seeing each other exclusively? Or if you have been seeing this guy for a long period of time and you're wondering, what is the problem here? Why won't he commit? I have some answers for you today. Today we're going to talk about why men have difficulty committing to women. Let's get into it. Now, before we get started, want to just go ahead and define what we mean by commitment. We're not talking about why won't he marry me per se. No, we're talking about why can't we go to the next level, possibly, and date each other exclusively, or based on what commitment means to you. Some people don't want to get married, but they want to have a monogamous relationship. And if that's what you need, then you need to make sure that you have a shared mental model with the guy that you're actually dating. The first reason why men don't commit happens to be he doesn't want to lose control. As an independent man and a man that is not actually in a committed relationship, he's able to do as he would like to, in most cases, free and without any question. Well, the minute that he actually commit to a woman or commit to you, then although you may not feel that way, that he has to answer to you, he feels that by committing to you, he's going to lose control of his ability to do the things that he'd like to do at will. Another reason why men have a difficulty committing has to do with their past. If he's had a past and there have been turbulent past experiences, then there's a great likelihood that, again, it has nothing to do with his desire to be with you. It has everything to do with his past experiences and how it is plaguing him today. He has to work through those things and find a level of comfort in knowing that dating you is not like dating the woman that he once dated. And once he gets to that point, then maybe he'll pursue you, or maybe he will commit to you. The third reason, ladies, has to be the fact that he doesn't have to. If you are doing everything for him right now, then there's no reason for him to actually elevate the relationship. He's getting everything that he wants at this level of the relationship. So to him, he doesn't have a desire or a need to elevate or go to the next level and commit to you. So take a look at yourself and make sure that you're not doing those wifey things or those things that you associate with being in a committed relationship with a man that hasn't committed to you in the way that you would like for him to commit to you. Again, it's not being married. It's about identifying what commitment means to you and making sure that you're not giving him committed benefits when he's just a person that you're casually dating. Emotional availability. Maybe he's not emotionally there yet. Maybe he will never be there. Maybe you need to have a conversation with him about his emotional availability to your relationship from the standpoint of being committed and see where he is. And if he's not there, have a conversation about why or what is it going to take, or if this is something that you even want to entertain, because there's a great likelihood that he will never be emotionally available for you in the capacity that you need. Let's face it, we all have different paths and different goals. Maybe his path or his life goals right now aren't aligned with your goals, and that's perfectly okay. But again, you definitely want to have the conversation with him to make sure that you understand if your goals are aligned, so that you can make a decision if you want to continue this relationship, since he may not be where you are from a goal standpoint. There may be some cultural norms or influences by other people. If you're dating a man and you're unaware of his cultural background, then maybe you need to understand his culture so that you can see where you fit in that, because maybe you don't. Not to mention the outside influences. If he's around a bunch of people that are always saying negative things, particularly about you, or people that don't want to be committed or aren't committed or find fault in commitment, then there's a great likelihood that he is not going to be there. So you may want to keep it moving. But again, this is another reason why men don't commit. Finances. Maybe you are at a different point in your financial journey and maybe he is not there yet, or maybe he's looking at his own assets and looking at yours and thinking that he's either not going to lose everything he has to be with you, or maybe he's looking at what you have and saying that he's not going to commit to you knowing that you may have a lot of debt. Or maybe you're the one with all of the assets and he doesn't feel like he has a fighting chance in terms of being able to meet you and where you are financially. Either way it goes, finances is something that you definitely would have to have a conversation about and make sure that you understand where each other. This is a huge reason why men won't commit. Have you ever thought that maybe your guy has a problem with being vulnerable? In a committed relationship, he has to show some vulnerability. And many men have challenges with showing vulnerability. That will be a huge barrier to commitment. So you need to find out where your guy is. Ask him questions. Do you think that he's more vulnerable with you or vulnerable at all? Or is he having some challenges? This could be a huge problem and will prevent you from ever getting commitment as well. Also, just think about it. Some men perceive that their personal development isn't where they would like for it to be. Maybe he thinks that he needs to build and work on himself, and he needs to continue to pour into himself before he can have a committed relationship with you. But if you never ask the question, I can assure you that he's not going to tell you that. He's going to continue to date you with the assumption that you are okay with where you are. And I would say lastly, the fear of repeating family patterns. Many of us have had good experiences or maybe your guy witnessed some unhealthy patterns in his own home as a young person or as a child, and he doesn't want to repeat those things. So in order to avoid, he doesn't commit himself to you. I've given you several reasons why men don't commit. Now, that doesn't mean that in any way you are less deserving of a committed relationship with the guy if that's what you would like to have for yourself. You just have to take a look at this list and identify those things that maybe you need to do a little more research on in terms of having the conversation with your guy and find out if by chance he's ever going to commit based on the things that we've discussed today. If by chance you find out that this guy is not the guy for you, rest assured that although he may not be where you are, you must move forward and secure the type of relationship that provides the level of commitment, honesty, and love that you deserve. I'm Dr. Mo. I hope that this has been helpful for you. Please like, share, and subscribe. More great content to come.